My favorite summer brands. I save time by getting everything delivered in as fast as an hour. And I save myself a sink full of dirty dishes by stocking up on paper plates for the annual summer cookout. Save more on summer essentials. Spend more time enjoying summer. Add summer to cart. Download the app to get free delivery on your first 3 orders. Offer valid for a limited time. Minimum $10 per order. Additional terms apply.
Someone known for sex.
We're trying to figure it out. Someone, so Madonna?
Yeah.
Ew.
64 years old. Madonna has come out and said, she did a Q&A on YouTube, and she said, while she's constantly surrounded by her family, she admits that her guilty pleasure is that she is again obsessed with sex. It's her current obsession. She
was all horned up. She had sex with Weird Al back in the day. Remember that? Yeah. Weird Al was like, I just want to do a parody. She's like, yeah. Not unless you bang me. It's in the new movie.
Madonna saying that she loves sex the way she did back in the day.
Like a virgin.
Ugh.
She's like, hey,
Madonna. So I thought that was interesting. 64. Nice to know that she still has the appetite
for destruction.
I imagine men and women go through different stages in their life where they're very sexually charged, and then they're sort of like asexual, then they're sexually charged, and then they're asexual. I feel like that's just a progression of
why do you think
of life.
Why do you think that like retirement homes are just rampant with STDs?
I'm always wonder how accurate that is versus just funny stories.
So accurate.
Oh yeah, I believe
bunch of 80-year-olds just banging.
Yeah.
80.
Hey, my kids left me here.
Kids
left me here
too. Bored.
Kristen interacts with a lot of old veterans, and they're all just like
bored and horny,
rampant with STDs.
Yeah, that's weird.
But Spot, if your family left you, if let's say you were 80 something and you were a widow.
Come here.
And you're like an 80-year-old guy.
Old bag.
What do you do? You're like, today we're gonna play bingo. I'm gonna go for a walk, and then we're gonna go fuck your Ethel.
You're a widower.
That's like
when you're a man.
You're a widower. You doing that? You 80-year-old guy that's gonna be banging at a nursing home?
Yeah, come here, Ethel. Oh, I mean,
do you want 80-year? Would you even want 80-year-old ass?
Come here, Jen. Let me grab that ass.
I don't know.
Stephanie. Yeah, all the names have Jessica. Those are the old names in 30 years. I just want
Come here, Stacy. Oh.
There's nursing homes in Florida. There's nursing homes in Florida that apparently have the highest STD per capita. Which
are you ever going to be at the mindset, even when you're 80, where you see another like 80-year-old and you're like, I think I would.
That's an interesting point. I wonder when it stops, and I'll tell you why. Because I used to think I would always choose
I'll be 80 and I'll think like a young man.
I
like, I can't do that.
Maybe it stops at a certain point. Because remember, I told you that. I used to think that I would never choose anything over like the hot college girl. And now I told you recently, over the last years, I much prefer like the hot 30 to 40-year-old, like in shape woman that like looks fucking great. So I wonder maybe does it keep going as you get older, or are you permanently locked in like, all right, 40 is my limit. After that, I don't,
I think you mature.
But you really think an 80-year-old's like, look at that 80-year-old?
I mean, I think it's just what's in front of you.
I think you're in love with her heart at that point.
Yeah, like
she's a wonderful woman.
Well, you'll see your partner grow up with you, but I'm saying if you're a single 80-year-old guy, I don't think you're like, you can do.
I mean, it goes both ways.
Look at the shaggy titties on her.
Your earlobes are hanging down your shoulders. She's not like, oh, I bet you Harry will really make my toes curl.
Like, obviously, if you're in a home, right, you only have, I mean, you're going to like look at the young nurses and be like, yeah, I'd hit that. But they're not going to want to hit it back. You know who wants to hit it back? All the other old people. So you take what you can get.
Think of the nurse while you're banging Ethel?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
You think a lot of those old guys...
Let's say there was a nurse there that was like into old dudes, and she was like, she wanted to do it.
Do you think a lot of those... you think it's a terribly gross question, but you think a lot of those old dudes just sit around like fucking with no shame, just like whacking it all day? Like as the nurse walks in, he's like, hey!
I'm going to have no shame when I get older.
Probably.
When you get older?
Are you saying he's old now, or
no? I'm saying like you think like.
Can I request edging from my nurse? Is that considered a medical procedure?
I believe them due for my noon edging.
Slower.
Spot buys like the fucking premium platinum package at the nursing home where every day a nurse jerks him off. Well, don't think that's not out of the question in 50 years from now.
It's a medical procedure.
Think about where the world will be in 50 years.
Any other rando news? Again, Madonna's an exception. I'm not that surprised. She's all horned up all the time.
Airport, airline, fucking nudie drops, obsessed with sex, Madonna.
The coach.
There's
slapping ass.
There's one story that we could sort of wrap it up with, and it's
Please.
The ending of a show, in my opinion. Season 10 of The Goldbergs, which is a show I've loved over the years. I haven't watched really much over the last year, but early on, we could all agree when the kids were young, The Goldbergs was like a top network show over the last decade.
I've enjoyed a few episodes, for sure.
You've enjoyed a lot of episodes, not just
enjoyed a few seasons. As Adam got older, I got less interested.
Oh, no, I agree.
He wasn't cute anymore.
I think that of the 10 seasons, I'd say the first 5 or 6 seasons are pretty fucking awesome.
Some great
and I think what happens
episodes.
is the kids start going to college, and Erica goes to college, and unfortunately in real life, Grandpa died, Pops died,
Paps.
and now because Jeff Garland had the fight with ABC in the studio, he's off the show. This season, they're writing in that he dies. And Erica and her boyfriend.
Hold on, but the real Adam Goldberg, did his dad die?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So it kind of goes with the storyline?
A little earlier, they say.
What a coincidence.
But so Murray Goldberg is getting killed
when he was younger?
Relatively younger.
Really?
Yeah. But Murray Goldberg is getting killed off because Garland's off the show.
Mm-hmm.
And Erica and her husband, the nerdy guy Jeff, that was the friend of Barry Goldberg.
Yeah.
They have a kid. So all the formula for like a show being over, like introduce baby and kill off cast members. So
what does that say about life? That it's kind of over once you hit those points?
Well,
once kids are involved and, Paps is gone.
Well, they killed off Murray. Pops died in real life, and they introduced in the new season. They'll introduce a baby because I guess Erica got married last season at the end. So the show just took on a life of its own. I'm sure it's still does.
When there's a little redheaded kid with a pumpkin pie haircut.
But that was my analogy. It's like married with children. Even on Growing Pains, as much as we love Leonardo DiCaprio, when he joined Growing Pains, or when the redheaded kid joined Different Strokes, or
his name was
Married with Children, Seven, right, or the little boy. So. Yeah, Garland got killed off. Bummer. Modern Family, I agree. Modern Family was fantastic, but in the very end, they did start adding like babies, and I don't like.
Well, such as life, when things like that happen, the family dynamic changes.
Yeah, and in real life, it's awesome.
Yeah.
But on a sitcom, where the whole joke is that like Adam's being smothered by his mother,
that's a good way to say, well, this is where their life went.
Yeah.
Goodbye. And then maybe we'll get a reunion 10 years later. That's what Malcolm's trying to make happen.
Malcolm in the middle?
Yeah.
Is he still in the middle?
He said everyone's on board except for the kid with the big giant ears.
Oh, what was his name?
They don't know any. Yeah, I don't know. That kid, his brother. But he said Bryan Cranston's everyone's on board to be like, where's that family now?
Mom, too?
He said everyone. I saw a little interview recently about it. So we'll get a reunion.
Now there's speculation, could Garland leave Curb Your Enthusiasm as well? I don't know why he'd want to do that, but they're saying maybe.
I feel like they're a little bit more forgiving over at HBO.
He was a little aggressive with the
staff,
showrunners and stuff like that.
Yeah, apparently he was just like, very old school with like jokes and.
He was calling people sweet tits and stuff like that. That kind of behavior. Along those lines.
I don't know.
I don't think he was slapping asses.
As long as they don't get rid of JB Smoove.
Nah, he's the best. Yeah. Well, that's your rando news. Now, coming up, just want to thank you guys again for a kick-ass August. I can't believe it's over already. Remember, September. It's going to be a September to remember. September full of fun and kick-ass news.
Changes.
So we want you all to be a part of it. So if you're here today for the free show, I hope you subscribe to our September Patreon.
Yeah, uncensored.
We have Behind the Velvet Rope. We have different tiers available.
Some archives.
Some archives now available. Some seeing our moments in history available on our Patreon. And just appreciate your friendship and all your support. Spread the word. And let's make it a great September, guys.
All right. Enjoy the remaining hours of August.
A few shout outs. Michael Weiss. Thank you, Michael Weiss. Thank you, Carmine Travato. Carmine Travato. All the Carmines. If your name's Carmine, you deserve a shout out. And everyone that we saw today that we hadn't seen in a minute. Blind Brian, thanks for the call. Black Adam, we appreciate you. Uncle Joe, who's watching today. What's up, Uncle Joe?
One more call?
Yeah, sure. One more call to end the day.
Yeah, all of them are coming out.
And
Miguel.
Shout out to all the Miguels. What's up, Miguel? Órale.
Tacos Locos.
Tacos
Hey, what's up,
Locos.
Miguel?
Forever.
Shout out to Jorge and Sylvia Peña for singing your Crossroads.
Órale. I can't wait to watch it.
What's up, buddy?
There you go. You got to get you. What do you got to get? A DVD player now.
Yeah, now you got to find yourself a DVD player to watch it.
I got a copy
Crossroads.
of Crossroads for my birthday.
There you go. Hey, y'all been kicking ass. The show's been having me rolling. I've been on vacation. I've been playing this. Y'all out here working in the sun. Y'all are kicking ass.
Oh,
Hey,
thanks,
Miguel,
man.
after a good
forget your
day of
hat.
work, how many times do you slap your coworkers in the ass?
My coworkers was out there. No, but dudes, fuck that shit.
All right, so 0. Yeah, not 19. Not 19.
times. You know what? Here's the
19.
physical challenge of the day. Miguel,
It's
love you, buddy.
It's slapping women in the ass. It's like, hey, every once in a great while. Even when I was young, man, I don't get off on that. I'd rather just slap that ass with my body.
There you go. Slap that ass.
Slap
with
that
your
ass
body. How
19
about?
times?
The physical challenge today is how many
him a
times?
Gruber.
How many times can you smack your wife or girlfriend? I'm not trying to get anybody arrested.
Let me go.
In the
Right.
ass until she says, enough. What are you doing? 19 times is a lot.
gonna
If you can
count.
get 19
That
times,
is, dude.
you just won the Sarah Bezlek challenge.
Thanks, Miguel.
I'm gonna try
That's
it.
like
I'm gonna try it.
S&M, ain't
I'm gonna try it on
Thank
Saturday.
you, Miguel.
As soon as we leave the room now, I'm gonna walk into the kitchen,
19 times?
refill my coffee. I'll get a new coffee,
9 times.
and I'm gonna be like,
And one for good luck.
I'll be like, oh, you gonna go pick Ben up from school? Come here, give Sarah a hug, and I'm gonna go boom, boom. I'm gonna see if I get to 19 before she says, "What are you doing?"
Remember, some of them were like really quick. Some of them were like
Again, the coach was
longer.
it was 14
Yeah.
and 5.
I'm gonna let you know what I'll do. I'll have my phone. I'll be recording on my phone to see what I could get away with. 19. That's the challenge, guys. See if you could slap your wife's ass 19 times.
That's the
before she
physical
says-
challenge. It's your
Before she
homework.
says, "What are you doing?"
And then I want you to go down the Sunday slide and grab the flag.
and pull the flag out of the
That's your
nose.
physical challenge of the day.
Find the flag in the huge waffle.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
So thank you guys again for all your support,
more,
for your subscription this August. I hope you enjoyed the free show today. Let's see you in September. Let's make it happen in September.
Yeah.
Remember, you could listen and watch anytime on Patreon.
One more shout out.
Sure, who do we got?
Let's see. Well, he called himself Ralph Bucio, which throws me off, but it's Rafael Bucio.
I love that guy.
Muy sucio.
A shout out for him and his girlfriend Annabelle
Annabelle,
Thank
I
you,
love
Rafael
you.
Bucio.
and her daughter Mirakel,
Oh, miracle! I am your new papa.
who listens to Rich on Pop 2K.
Oh, look at
Nice.
that. I love the Bucio. He's a good man.
Thank you, guys.
Hey, if it's your birthday today, by the way, you share that with Richard Gere, who will forever be affiliated with the gerbil. And I felt bad when I thought about that. I was like, poor guy, for the rest of his life.
Not
it's
even
weird.
true.
How old is Gear?
73.
And the gerbil up his ass is like 43 at least.
Crazy. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Starting a new month. I'll see you in September.
Tell your friends.
Arrivederci, baby.
See you in the promised land.
Have a good one. Bye.